All right, good evening and welcome back to Dutch Masters Studios. Okay, I had to fix the hand and I had to put a little bit of playing field in to get us going here. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and start with the white and get the playing field going. I got my rag because I'm ready to wipe anything off because this painting is so wet. Let me come down here on this floor real quick. All right, so this is the sidelines. This white line right here, this is the sidelines. And that goes in a diagonal. You don't want to make it straight, you want to make it at a diagonal. Now we're going to draw another diagonal. We're going to come across the field like this. This is the 10-yard line, the 15, the 20-yard line. I don't know what it is yet. Could be the 50-yard line. Who knows? All I know is that it goes this way. And I have to be straight. It doesn't go crooked. So you have to keep your fingers straight. Make sure your fingers stay straight throughout the whole way. So you start with your arrow and you just don't ever get off of it. You just go all the way down. Let me get this down over here. And then like that. That's the playing field. And so we have to make basically a scrimmage. It's the line of scrimmage. And we need one there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 would be here. Let's just go ahead and throw this line in. So this is like the 50, this is the 40, and this is the, going back, and this is 10 yards? No, 10 yards would be right between his body. Because this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would be right there. That would be 10 yards. So let's count. We'll count another 10 yards from there, which is right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that 20 yards from here to here? In the background? I don't know. Even if it was 10 yards, let's just drop a line, the same angle right there is right there. Let's just drop the same angle right here. Let's just go ahead and just snap it from his elbow and just come down and make a straight shot. Probably with the middle finger because the middle finger isn't going to miss. Okay, how does that look down the playing field? Am I off a little bit? It's not so bad. Okay, so we got to draw some yardage in here. All right, this is like a yard, a yard, a yard. Okay, there's probably like yardage somewhere here across in the middle of the field. Okay, I haven't got into that yet. So let's go somewhere else. Let's go, let's use this white real quick. Over here. Damn it. Alright, let's put it around the helmet. We need light colors around the helmet because we're almost getting to the point where we're getting closer to the finishing the painting. So just have a little bit of white around the helmet. Like I said, you got to keep the light and the dark right beside each other. That's how you make oil paintings. If you don't know anything about light and dark, you can wake up in the morning and watch the sun come up. Or you can watch how the sun comes across the sky in the morning. You can see exactly how everything works. Alright, I got to wipe my hand off because this is actually, I can't use this anywhere at all. So it becomes a time where paint is now, well, it has to be clean when I put it on. I can't have dirty paint. So I'm just going to take this finger right here, I'll put this white stripe here, and I'll put another white stripe on this other side, like that. I think that's how it goes. Let me just do it like that for right now, because I need to start getting closer to painting this sucker. And use my pinky, which I never use my pinky unless I have to. Dutch master rules. Okay. Let's get this helmet in a little bit more white. And the angle, you have to keep the angle. Make sure you get the angle right, because a lot of stuff, it may look good, but when you step back and look at it, it's not at the right angle. Like this C right here. This C has been so hard, but this is like my favorite part of the painting, is the C. I love this Chicago C on the old helmets. It's like stands out. It's just like saying, hey, this is where we come from. Keep wiping off anything that's black, because now we've got to try to get it, perfect. We're trying to make something. We're making the icon, so we got to make it look really good. I mean, that's the whole painting is the helmet and his face. This is the whole painting. You could probably cut this whole thing out right here to about here. You could probably chop this out and get all this other stuff out, and you would make more money, But because you have to be a Van Gogh, and you got to make every little shadow and shade, well, that's what you have to live with. You have to live with this monster if you're going to paint. You have to live with this monster, because this monster is why people paint. He created a painting industry by himself. Every artist in the 70s was painting Dick Butkus because he was such a great physical specimen to paint. It wasn't the mystique so much as the uniform and the darkness and the black, and he was in that black uniform, and he had that mask. This is the away uniform. So anyway, let's get back to painting instead of biography. Okay, let's get this hand right. I need some flesh. Alright, there's this flesh. Okay, I gotta redo this hand because this hand was too small. When I first made the painting, I thought that he was going to be smaller than I actually made it. So I gotta make his hand a little bit more aggressive and big, because he is a big man. So let me just fix this real quick. I gotta go back in with the white and clean it up. But this is the correct hand for him to be running in the position that he's running. His hand would be just about flat open, curled, which is what I'm doing. Is I'm just making his hand, and I'm going to bring it down a little bit more into the pad before I put the white tape on his hands. I'm going to paint his whole hand, and I need to just go ahead and get as close as I can this time. I don't want to come back. I just want to come back with the white on the jersey. I'm sorry, am I in your way? Am I in your way? I apologize. Dutch masters. Okay, that hand looks more like a paw, because that's what it's got to look like. It can't look like a hand. It's got to be like a mitt. It's got to look like a bear claw, because he's a bear. Alright, so that's getting done. This is getting done. Okay, let's put some black on these numbers. Wipe your hand off. Just grab a t-shirt and just, make your hand clean. No brushes. Alright, black. Alright, this is going to be cool. I love this part. Let's just go ahead and just start putting the black in. Oh no, is this blue? It doesn't matter, black, blue. You could have made this jersey black and blue, and it would have been perfect for him. I can't tell what color. Oh, this is ivory black. Okay, this is perfect for this. All right, let me just chop this in real quick. I know this number is way off, and it's a painting, so I'm just going to go ahead and live with it that I failed. And I failed miserably because I didn't make this number right, so I'm just going to try to make up for being a weak-ass painter and see if I can't come back with some power color to help me out with my 34 subscribers. I got 34 subscribers. That is like, it's like a classroom. 30 people. So I got like a little classroom. But don't nobody want to watch me paint. Everybody wants to watch me sing. And I don't want to sing right now. How about I'm singing with this paint? Okay, let me get out of the way. All right, let me get down on my knee because this stuff has got to come down. You can't sing and you can't paint. So shut the... Okay. All right, let me paint then. Let me just shut up and paint because you can't sing. Don't sing it, bring it. I love that saying. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, we're coming around this turn, getting this number in. Isn't this a wonderful thing to put this 51 in? This is like the king. And I'm just like, just making it just as, like I'm branding him with this 51. He loved this 51. This was like the death number in the NFL. If they saw this fool, you gotta know they was running. They was hurt. Everybody was hurt. Your whole team was hurt. Forget about it. Your team was in the training room because of this guy. He didn't care. All he wanted you to hurt. He actually liked hitting people. You could tell he liked hitting people. Okay, how's that 51 looking? Okay, let's get this one now. It's got to be a straight down. You got to stay within the lines now because there's an orange there. So you have to use touch. You got to use touch. You have to think. I got to keep my direction right. You got to stay directional, keep the angles right. Always keep the angles right and you'll be all right. I'm more like a shape painter. I like to paint shapes. You know, it's kind of hard to paint like Monet's with your finger. So I have to paint a different way. I have to paint like unconventional. The island of misfit painters. Here on the island of misfit painters. Here, we don't have brushes. We just use our fingers. And we just kind of just make the best we can with our hands. My grandmother told me, she said, you need to learn how to paint with your hands. And I thought that she meant paint with brushes. But she ended up meaning... Okay, now his belt buckle's right here. It would be like right here. Okay, it's a white belt buckle, so I just barely got to nick this, kind of make some insignia, and then he's got a shoulder. He's got some thigh pads here. All right, I don't want to do that until I can get a better examination of how the picture looks. Okay, so we got a little bit of this coming in. Need to take care of this real quick. This probably goes down. Damn it. Well, the painting's starting to dry a little bit, which is better than it was like a couple hours ago. I put a whole bunch of air on it. Oh God, I don't know. I hate touching clothes because sometimes you think you got it right. Okay, so what's next? What can we do that can help the painting? Let's get this black off my hand real quick and get some white on it. Remember I told you if you're dealing with black paint, you can just squeeze white paint on your hand. Just kind of just put it into your fingers like that, and then just put it right into the rag. So you're washing each finger with the white paint because we're just getting rid of the black paint. You have to get rid of the black paint or you won't be able to go back down to light. Okay, so my hand's really pretty clean anyway. All right, so let's do, damn it, I should have did these fives. All right, I want to do some white here. I want to clean this white up over here. That's probably what I'm wanting to do, is get over here. This Packer uniform needs a lot of work. So let's just get over here quickly. Just kind of make the stripe. Keep in your, you got certain amount of distance for each stripe, so you have to stay within your stripe. All right, but make sure that the paint is fluid, that you got the same grade of paint going around, and then you can hit back with the green again. All right, helmet to helmet. Okay. All right, we need a little white over here. We got to make his hand bigger, so let's just go ahead and just bring it out here. Let me get out of your way. Okay, so his hand is big. It's like a hammerhead shark. Now I see it. See that? That's all I needed. Now just let me put this away. Watch this. Put this here and this here. That's it. That's all you need. All right, we got it. Okay, and then we'll make it bigger right here because for some reason there's some extra room out here to make his arm bigger. And it's probably this size, and I just am like just figuring it out that it's all tape. It's all tape. How's that look? And then pull it in like the tape and use those colors to make your tape. All right, how's that look? Better? Better? I need to clean up some of this uniform real quick. We're getting there, peeps. All right, let's get this back right. I went a little crazy with that orange because I like that orange and that black. That's like sexy ass colors and shit, man. He is like one sexy ass, badass monster. Okay, monster mash. All right, I got some white on my hands. Where can I put it? I can put it in here. Clean this up. And clean this up. I got to get some orange. Oh man, I missed this black. All right, I got to go back to black. Back in black. This has got to be redone. This is not how this 5 looks. It's got to look like an old school 5, like straight out the register, like off a $5 bill from 1960. Remember, people, I'm painting a 1960. This painting is 50 years old, so I got to get this stuff like old school looking. All right, how's that look? All right, we'll get it. All right, we got the field. We ain't got all the field. Hell, hold tight. Let me get this yellow. Where's the yellow? Yellow Cinderella. Let me get these pants real quick. You got to keep up with the detail. You can't let the color get away from you. You got to keep the lines straight, and you got to keep everything. Everything has a shape. And you just have to color that shape, just like if you're coloring. If you're coloring in a coloring book, you make sure you color everything in between the lines. And this is just like coloring. It's coloring with oil paint, and that's just the way it is. And I'm the best colorer in the world. When my parents would buy me a coloring book, it would be colored. Like they would buy it for me in the afternoon. It would be colored by the evening. It would be just completely. It would be done. I'll tell you a story. When I was in 3rd grade, I played for the Rams, and we had to put our helmets. We had to paint stripes on the ram horns on our helmet. And I stayed after, and I helped my coach paint these helmets. And my dad didn't know where I was at, so he came looking for me. And oh God, when he found me at the AYA, which is like the American Youth Association back then, oh, he beat my ass. He kicked my ass with his army boot. Man, just because I was painting helmets in the 3rd grade, I was helping. We were spray painting the horns on the helmets. Boy, I wish I would have went home. Man, he beat the hell out of me for painting. So it was more important for me to paint those horns on my team's helmet. Like everybody, well, not everybody got horns. If you hit enough people, you got a horn. You know, a horn was like there's guys with no horns on their helmet because they ain't hit nobody. Oh, it was crazy back then. The crazy days. Okay, so how's that Green Bay helmet looking? Because we have, oh God, look at this pants leg. It's not even done yet. All right, let's get this done right now. Oh, I'm running out of paint. You're always running out of paint. Every time I talk to you, you're out of paint. You're out of paint every day. All right, how are we doing on this leg? I'm just making his leg like he's just some monster. Oh, that doesn't look good at all. I'm gonna get fired. Oh man, I just lost my job. Ah! Okay. The autumn wind is a pirate. Let's put some of this yellow in here. I don't know what you did, but these people look too fake. Oh man. Don't make crowds anymore. You're making it, this is not Van Gogh painting. You gotta be kidding me. I turned this into like something out of like Rotterdam, Holland. Too bad there's not a windmill here because I got all the environment you could need for a painting from Holland with the windmill and all the clouds. All right, let's get some browns in the crowd. All right, let's get this color in. I don't have any of this in. Let's go ahead and dab in. Dab, dab, dab. Okay. All right, so I think we're about right, except for I got to get back to this black that I failed on. All right, so I'm wiping this paint off on this t-shirt. It's because I can't use this paint on the canvas anymore. I gotta start getting tighter now with what I'm doing. So this got to be black right here. All right, 51. And this has got to be just barely coming over. And then you can't, you can see it's a 5. It's like 5. How do you make a 5? What an idiot. Okay, let's do this over here. 5. Ha! I made a backwards 5. What a clown. That is so ridiculous. Amsterdextrous. My mind is Amsterdamish. Okay, there's the 5. Okay, let's put this stripe here. I think it's orange, black, and orange. Orange. Okay, so the black is on the bottom. Hold on. Let's do this black real quick. Can you see that black? Black and blue. All right, this is some clown, man. Welcome to Clown Ass Studios. This is some serious ass malfunctioning. Oh, I'll have to come back to this. I'm gonna have to white this all out with some other paint. Oh, man, dude, you just like, what do they call people that write numbers backwards? I paint numbers backwards. Oh, that's how retarded I'm like one of those people like Savant and stuff. I'm just like retarded. Yeah, he can sing, dance, do everything, but he's still retarded. I'm freaking retarded. Because anybody that can do all this shit gotta be retarded. Because anybody that can do 200 freaking things gotta be retarded. So I'm retarded. All right, I need to get this dark in here. It's too dark. All right. More black in the inside to create that. How's that look? Better? Okay, let's get these pads now. All right, every one of these pads got to be hit. In. All right, this tape's got to be hit right about, let's go once here, once down here. All right, now let's go into this padded area. All right, let's go here. All right, and then once here, and back up again. You got to keep landing at the same area. And keep this brown in here. I don't know what, that's like the sideline playing field, so I gotta like put legs there. So right now we're just gonna kind of straighten this up. All right, so how's that looking? Not so blue anymore, huh? Okay, this, that. All right, let's do this face. All right, there's some face I gotta do. That would be, let's come back with this. All right, save your pinky for the face. All right, so what does this look like? It's coming down right in here. Okay, because this is the lighted area, so there's going to be more light here. Damn it. His face is fat, remember. He's a fathead. He will hit you and hurt you. Damn it. Get this over here, or get some from the palette. The palette's drying. Oh man. I'm going to be out of paint here soon. Okay, so this face comes down right across here. Oh. You're ruining a great painting by being an idiot. Okay. Stupidity. Alright, let's just do something easy. Can we do something easy? Oh, you can't even do something easy right. Look, you just messed that up. Alright, let me clean my hand. Alright, something happened over here I need to fix. Alright, the middle of this leg would be right here. This would be like in between these legs. And this would be his crotch area. And then the belt. I'm not painting his belt. So he'll get mad because he only likes a white belt when he's away, and he likes the black belt when he's at home. I figured that out on my own. Okay, so that's that. All right, let's put some orange on. Let's do these numbers. Okay, so we go like this. And then come across here. Probably my favorite part is putting this orange in. I like just like putting that orange against that black. That is so cool. That is like, that makes this painting just like stand out. Just so powerful. It's like a light, a neon light. It's like a hitting machine that has a light on it. It's like an insect, like a black widow has a red bottom because it's attracting insects. Except for this thing has an orange uniform because he don't care. He ain't attracting you. You don't have to attract this fool. He's coming no matter what. You just hike the ball and your ass is in a deep shit. All right. The reason why I'm taking my time is because this has to be a little bit more precise and it ain't just like scrabble. And I have to make sure that you have to use touch. Remember I tell you have to use your senses. You got to use your senses. You got to keep everything the same width. That's why you have to use the same brush. This is a number 2. You got to use the number 2 brush all the way through. No, this is number 1. This is number 1 brush. I'd say it was a number 2. Oh God, no! This is the number 2 brush over here. I insulted my left hand. Okay. Let's get this around here. So it has to be straightened. Does it look straight? Come around. Stay within the 5. See, I went out of bounds on that. All right. Let's just kind of whip it around back here. Keep the same line like you're writing, like you're actually drawing it. You have to use touch. You have to have touch. If you don't have touch, then don't even bother painting. Because you have to be able to touch stuff very lightly. And not like a bull in a china cabinet. Like this guy. A bull in wrecking machine. Alright, let's get this 5 in. I gotta just do a few more quick little turns here. Come across the top. Yeah, it's looking good, huh? No, I love making these jerseys. Okay, there's the 5. Now let's do the 1. Okay, you got to get yourself stance for this stuff. And I know the camera's behind me, so I'm just going to drop myself down because I have to draw a perfect line. Which, I'm not perfect, but I got to try to be perfect. So I have to release just enough oil paint to make it cover without getting black on my finger. So I'm going to have to come back to that side because there's so much black on that because I just painted it. But let's just go across the top. Slight angle. A slight angle because the jersey's tilted. But, alright. You got to get yourself set. Your body has to be set for you to make exact motions. If you're gonna be an archer, you have to set your body to shoot the bow. Okay, so here we go. All right, now I'm loaded up. I got too much paint on my finger, and I know that's bad, but I don't want to go back. So I got a problem. So I got like this river of orange up there, and I have to go back over with the black. It's all right. At least I'm learning how to do jerseys. I think this is like the first jersey I've ever met. Okay, so see this bottom line? You got to have this bottom line right on that bottom line. All right. Let's do this side. Let's try this side one more time. We're going to start, instead of up there, we're going to come down here and kind of grab. It doesn't have, this paint is really good, but the canvas doesn't have enough